We are Dexian, in the business for good.
With over 2 decades of experience spanning global organizations like Rainforest Alliance, Oxfam, and UNDP, he has been at the forefront of driving impactful changes in development, planning, and digital innovation. Bring your hands put together. Please welcome Aniruddha Brahmachari, Director of Program Digital Green Trust.
This has been a fascinating discussions, and to see the experience of Bihar is fantastic. And being born and brought up over there, to see all these things is also really helpful and encouraging in a sense. Okay, coming to Digital Green and what are we doing in Digital Green with the Farmer.chat. So taking you through the experience and what we are learning as we are doing it, and also the experiences in Bihar, what is happening. So, and also my colleague is there, Akash is sitting over there, he heads the state in Bihar. So he can give you more insights if you have questions around it. We can fill you in those questions. Thank you. I think I don't need to talk about this issue because all of us in the room are more or less has a good understanding of this issue. But the problem, I think the most important problem does persist still, is about the extension workers, the number of extension workers across reaching out to the farmers and the need of the farmers growing exponentially as the challenges in agriculture increases from pest to climate to all those challenges. The farmer are asking more questions and they need those advisory services very much with them at the moment when they are in a crisis and trying to answer those questions. So one, that is a big issue which needs to be resolved. With AI, this I think is an area that really helps resolving that connect with the farmers. What also happens with these tools coming into play is the increase in productivity, and we have seen through various studies across and RCTs and things across that does yield to around 22% of boost in productivity if the good advisory services at the correct moment is available to the farmers. And for the smallholder farmer, if at the input side or at the the other side of the story, they get a better yield return back, that really helps the family because, and we know, most of the farmers are smallholder farmers. So we started, as all of us know, that in Digital Green started with the video-based advisory services across the country. And we have around 10,000 odd videos out over there. And in the YouTube, we have got 85 million plus views of those videos across. And across the period of last 15 years, we have trained around 121,000 extension agents, and we have reached out to around 7.7 million farmers. Around 56% of them have been women. Now, and also we looked at the impacts from the various studies which we have looked at. It does offtake of those advisory services increases around 40% when there is an audiovisual medium involved. Also, 60% of the practices, does talk about climate smart practices. And most important is that we can reduce the cost of this extension service significantly over a period of time when we move on to better solutions. So constantly in our work, we have put the farmer first, elevating their voice and increasing their agency in using technology. And as the technology has evolved, also that our solutions and our work has evolved. That's what the journey has been for Digital Green. We started off doing videos. From videos to an AI bot, Farmer.chat is a completely different journey which we have undertaken and gone ahead. So quickly coming into what is the Farmer.chat doing? It's a regenerative AI assistant from extension to the agency. Basically, we are looking at delivering AI advisory by and for the farmers in their preferred voice, photo, or video format, in their local languages with their feedback. So that's sort of the premises we are building it across, and using also from the weather forecast data, market information data, real time and context specific. Also it helps the farmers to address challenges like pest outbreaks, soil health, market prices, sort of addresses those issues. And also targeted towards the smallholder farmers, especially women who have access to this essential information. And was climate smart and obviously season specific things we are definitely talking about. Given a signal to 2 minutes, so I'm not going to get into. So these are the type of questions, we can see the questions, it comes from the dairy side, it comes from the other side, all sides of the questions, do change. In the last 1.5 months, I have seen around 1 million pieces of questions which have come in the chat, and we are the people have been answered those questions back by the chatbot. Largely, yes, this is the increased ability to solve problems, savings in time, reduced effort, and higher confidence and more motivation. These are sort of some testimonials we are seeing across from different farmer users groups. The farmer.chat is basically lightweight and transparent tech. Basically, it's an open source model, so we are looking at it. So language, localization, accessibility, we're trying to get in as much as language. Just in Bihar, irrigation is known at least 4 ways in 4 languages: Maithili, Bhojpuri, Maghi, and if you got the irrigation word is in different 4 ways it talks about. So we are trying to get sort of voice all those data in Bhojpuri now into the not only Hindi, but Hindi and English is available, but also the local languages, Bhojpuri and other dialects. And also it also has a chance of scalability and expansion across if we use something AI chatbot like this. We plan to reach around 5.5 million farmers by 2028. When I say 2028, there is a reason of saying 2028. We could know the way the technology is progressing within AI. We will also need to recalibrate things as we are going ahead. So we're looking at 2028 and also looking at to reduce the cost and most importantly, increase the women's empowerment and agency as we go through towards that 5.5 million figure, along with the improved climate resilience issues addressed within the AI chatbot, farmer.chat. So for the 5.5 million, we are primarily going to focus on farmer.chat, and it will build digital capacity for farmer groups also. So AI chat, in the farmer.chat, there is also a segment called eFarm, which is addressing the farmer groups, and through the FPOs and all that module is also there, and I'm trying to influence agriculture at scale. So we are also working with Vistar and other partnerships with other tech players, and also looking at the leadership and governance issues, and trying to make sure the policy environment is also suited for looking at work like this, and to make it more farmer-centric and equitable digital agriculture system. So this is a code. You can engage with farmer.chat. Please go out and you can download and look into the farmer.chat. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Anuruddha sir. I think the topic on engagement with farmer.chat, we hope this model expands all over India, where every farmer is able to personally, understand the technology in his own or her language, and hope the technology makes farmer friendly and expands in India all over, where everybody is able to use this model and use the better language based, where he was mentioning that, it personalizes by using just in Bihar, Magdi and Bhojpuri. But we soon hope that it expands in every state.
We are Dexian, in the business for good.